Hello everyone, welcome to this transpersonal journey with Saint Joseph. The third millennium has been providentially reserved for Saint Joseph, the third person of the earthly Trinity, the head of the heavenly family of Nazareth. These are some of the most beautifully beaded and befittingly worded versions vested upon to this unfailing divine ancestor. These days, most of our prayers and moments of reflections are being well seasoned by the wonderful imagery of this paternal figure with an intense desire for enshrining this earth with many more affectionate fathers for our children. A transpersonal journey that has equally addressed all various facets of his very being: spiritual, social, intellectual, emotional, physical and creative, in order to encounter the members of his eternal soul family in the very premises of Nazareth's Holy Family, could be one of most incredible about his holistic outlook to spirituality. And it is there, in and around that homely hub of warmth and trust, a union took place between opposites like spirit and matter, conscious and unconscious, bright and dark, body and soul, heavenly and earthly, and so on. What are those significant milestones in the transpersonal journey of this virtuous and heroic divine ancestor? The Holy Bible set forth him as righteous, a lowly carpenter, a dreamer, a spouse to Mary, and a father who stood up calm and serene at the summit of finding the lost 12-year-old boy in the temple. As many of us could think of, being an earthen vessel in the hands of the divine potter, Saint Joseph did experience many inadequacies, but never yielded to the temptations of a spiritual bypass, that is, using the spiritual disciplines and divine revelations in order to make up those experiences of inadequacies and fragile sense of self. According to Pope Francis, despite today's victimhood culture, there are no complaints or an effort to present him as a helpless victim. Again, he was a man of greater inner strength who remained so steadfast from the pitfall of longing for a magical or supernatural escape or salvation, or a need to feel special or holy. In the words of Pope Francis, he did not look for shortcuts. Instead, confronted the realities with eyes opened and owned it up responsibly and respectfully. And that is what accorded to him as the patron of great dreamers. In all those vulnerable moments of both inter and intrapersonal inadequacies and disengagements, he got himself delved into a mental processing and a spiritual exploration, and thus got over the many existential anxieties around impermanences. A soul-elevated spirituality far beyond the cult and practices of a mere religiosity. The righteous man Joseph, the brilliant carpenter, sublimated himself through his genius and creative carpentry and put them at the service of the human society, a source to support his family and as essential for a human dignity. Yes, he is the strongest synonym of our Heavenly Father, with the flavor and smell of heaven on earth to our own day. Let us seek upon his powerful mediation in our journey towards integrity and transcendence. Thank you.